Okay, been a while since I've been on here. I've had some life stuff happening, as you probably know, if you've seen. Um, my relationship ended. We are currently still living together because of financial reasons. But it is what it is. We move. Today, I'm making Christmas presents, and specifically scrunchies. I've been on very much on a scrunchy train lately, and I've made a bunch. But I still have a bunch going. About halfway through the amount of scrunchies I need to make. That's not including if I do decide to make some for James's teachers. I'm so sorry for the very loud crackling that is about to happen. My clip was on my microphone and I forgot that the microphone was being used to pick up my voice. I'm so sorry. Headphone warning. It's quite loud. Only lasts for a few seconds, but it made me jump and I'm the one that did it. School, my hair's getting on my nerves. I would put it in a scrunchie, but I don't have my own scrunchie up here right now. So I'm going to put it in a clip instead. Yeah, so I'm going to make Christmas presents. I got a bunch of scrunchies to do, depending on how far I get with those or how bored I get with making those. Will depend on if I move on to something else. I also have presents I need to make for my mum, as well as my auntie, uncle, cousin, and my son. I have a list of them. Where's my book here? So I have a whole bunch. This is my I feel like most people who crochet have a notebook that they keep with them with stuff they're working on and ideas and stuff written down in. Like I have pattern ideas or things that have come out of my brain written down here. Not that I'd ever write a pattern. I mean, these make sense to me. They wouldn't make sense to anyone else. Why is it I am procrastinating making the easiest things? There are at least 6 things on my list that I could get done. Pardon me. Sorry, someone outside my house is beeping. I could easily get at least 6 of these done within a couple of hours, and I'm procrastinating doing them. Then again, I feel like that's just been basically my whole year, which doesn't really make sense considering this was the year I learnt to crochet. But I've had a lot going on. But yeah, so I have a whole list of things I want to get done. So if I get bored of scrunchies, I do have other stuff I can move on to. I did bring the yarn up with me. Callum is downstairs at the moment playing a game. So downstairs is out of bounds, so I'm up here. James is at school, if you hadn't figured, by the fact that I don't have a screaming child or a child asking for me. But yeah, so I'm just going to crack on and I'm going to get on with scrunchies, I think. I am watching Jessica from Berg's Nest Crochet, I think's how it's said. I say it very different. It sounds like I'm saying it differently to how she says it, but I am British and she is from America. So, but if you haven't heard of her, she is really cool. I like her. She's very calming. She has a very relaxing sense about her. I'm flapping, sorry. But yeah, that is also why I'm red, because her background for one of her live streams is pink, and for some reason that's coming up red on the camera. But yeah, so I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to crochet, and I'm going to crack on. Sorry, I keep looking over here. My camera leads to my laptop, which is set up over here. My second screen's over here, so I have what I'm watching and the camera. Sorry. It's going to take me a minute to get back into this. I do actually already have a video ready to go. It is a crochet time-lapse video. This is just going to be me making Christmas presents. So hopefully I can get a few done. I'm going to try doing this one in real time. We'll see how well that goes. Because here's the thing, like, as much as I love watching crochet videos, I always speed them up. I watch, well, it's not even just crochet videos, it's different. I watch everything in 2 times speed because I just can't handle it any slower. When I'm watching stuff with anyone else and they're watching at normal speed, I literally feel like I need to rip my hair out because it's so slow. But yeah, so I'm just going to crochet and enjoy. Yeah, the whole I'm gonna do it in real time thing didn't last long. I'm watching it and I got bored, so I'm putting it in 4 times 4 times, either 4 or 8 times speed for when I'm actually just sat crocheting with music over the top. I hope that doesn't bore you. Just quickly, the tutorial I'm roughly using to make these scrunchy. I can't speak. I'm dropping the fucking thing. Right. The tutorial I'm using roughly to make these scrunchies is from Passionate Kelsey, again on YouTube. It's just, it's really easy, but she's got a few tutorials on how to make scrunchies. So if you want to make your own, go find them. Just type in Passionate Kelsey scrunchies on YouTube and you'll find them. No problem. to you, I move around a lot. I can't sit still to save my freaking life. So why I chose to pick up a craft such as crochet, who knows? I mean, to be fair, I also learned to knit when I was a kid. That didn't stick though. Wonder why. Although, next year I'm going to learn to knit properly. Because I can knit a square. And a scarf, technically. But that is the extent of it. I would love to be able to actually learn to knit things properly and read a knit pattern, because I can't read a knit pattern. I can only just about read a crochet pattern. But I move around a lot, partially because I just can't sit still, and partially because I have a joint condition. Putting too much pressure on certain joints hurts, so I move around to try and combat that a bit. So camera angle is going to change a bit, and then I'll move around as well, just wanting it. So, I am not actually going to be weaving in the ends. Sorry, I know you can't see my face. I'm not moving the camera. I'm not going to be weaving in the ends just because my lighter is downstairs, and I like to weave in and then snip and burn off the ends of the scrunchies just to make sure they don't come undone, because they are velvet, so they're quite slippery. So, I'm going to be throwing the scrunchies that don't have the ends weaved in here so that I can do that later. Because I don't mind weaving in the ends on scrunchies. Like, I've done them with all of these. These are the green ones that I made, and apparently I don't know how to film. These are the green ones I made. I really like these ones. I feel like they're very Christmassy, which is kind of the point. I might as well show you the colours I've brought. So I've got red, which is coming up more red on camera, but it's much more burgundy, and then green. Then gold, and then this one's a bit of a wild card because this was a totally different colour than what the picture looked, but I do feel like it works. Yeah? This is also coming up a lot darker on camera than it is in reality, but it's purple. But I think the four of these together are really good. Not everyone is getting all four of these colours even. Most people are. Just some of them are literal children, so I don't think they need this many scrunchies all in one hit. And honestly, given the fact that 3 of the children are all in the same family, their parents might kill me if I make them 4 scrunchies each. But yeah, so that is what I'm doing. Okay, so I have one red scrunchie left to make, and I'm going to do that in a minute. What the hell is going on with my face? No idea what's going on there. But as I'm crocheting Christmas presents, I figured I would also show you what I've already made. I've just realised my mic is there, and I'm turning the... Okay, I'm actually going to start with the thing I'm the most proud of. I have not made a granny hexagon cardigan before. I can't speak. I have made many a granny square, but never the cardigan, and I decided to make one for my son. But it's this lovely. His favourite colours are purple and blue, so it's just this little one. And it's got nice big openings because he doesn't like things really, really tight around his wrists. And he's got teeny tiny little wrists, so I made the opening big with no ribbing because he doesn't like that. And then these buttons are 100% more, what's it called? A design element than they are functional with the little dinosaurs. He loves dinosaurs. I have also just realised that this matches my current hair colour. That was unintentional. But yeah, my first little granny cardigan. I know I didn't do the back the way most people do them because I sewed them together. And I know a lot of people now like to granny stitch them together. I'm not at a point where I could understand how to do that. So I sewed them together. And same with the tops of the sleeves and that. But I am really chuffed with how this has come out for him. And he has tried it on. He was trying it on while I was making it because I wanted to make sure it fit. And he says he likes it. And I told him, I was like, okay, it's finished now. Mummy's going to give it to Santa to wrap and bring home to you for Christmas. Because Santa doesn't make all the presents in this house. Santa wraps all the presents, but he only brings one present for James. And like that's how it was done that's how my parents did it when I was growing up, so that's how I'm doing it with him. And Callum agreed to do it that way as well, so just because it doesn't make sense to have all the presents from Santa, because otherwise, like, if you've got other people giving them gifts, then it looks like they've got presents from Santa. Like, to the child, it looks like they've got presents from Santa, presents from uncles, aunties, grandparents, whatever, cousins, whatever it may be, and then nothing from mum and dad. I'm going to show you something that's a concept for a present I'm going to make. This is actually mine. I made this. My chair's being weird. Yeah, so this set is mine. I made this. This came out of my own head. So, unfortunately, there's no tutorial or anything. And I definitely won't be able to write a pattern for any of this. But I started off making a headband or ear warmer thing. So I made that. And it originally did not have the white around the edge. And I will show you why it now does in a minute. And then I also made little... what are these called, like fingerless glove things, and there's no like, or more wrist warmer, I'd say, than fingerless glove, but either way, made them to go with the headband, and and then I made this, which is a very strange shape, and again, never made anything like this before. Am I going to get this on with my clip-in? Yes, that's good to know. But it's a little hooded scarf thing, and I can take it down and just wear it like this as well, which is good. Now I have hiccups, great. But also I see so many like crocheted and knitted snood things that are like really tight to the face like this. This isn't. So I'm actually quite comfortable keeping this up over my face like this. And normally I can't stand things over my face, but this is actually fine because there's a nice big opening down here for breathe. And this isn't like super close to my face. I love the colours that this came out in. I really like this. I am tempted to put like a pom-pom on the end here, so let me know if I should do that. Should I put a pom-pom or should I just leave it alone? Let me turn this way so you can see it. But this is why I added the white around the headband, because I didn't have quite enough yarn to finish this, because this is all the same yarn. I didn't have quite enough to finish this, so I did some edging with the white, which I think has come out really well. I decided to add it around here, which actually helped, because I was having some issues where this was being like really loose around my head, but because I just did a couple rounds of single crochet around both edges, it's tightened it up just that little bit so it fits my head a bit better. Can you even hear me under there? I bet not. I've just said all of that. I bet you can't hear me. That was stupid, wasn't it? I'm going to have to check the footage. Hold on. Okay, no, we're all good. You can hear me. But yeah, so I've made this for myself. I'm going to make a set for my mum, like a full set of all of this for my mum. And my mum has basically the same size head as I do. So I can make literally, thankfully, I took notes on what I was doing when I was doing it. So I can just remake this again. And then I'm going to make a smaller version of the hood thing for James to help keep him warm. So I've got one more scrunchie to make in the red, and then I'm done with the red. But I think I'm going to stop filming for now because I have a lot of footage that I have to edit down now. God, I need to get better about looking at the camera, not this. I'm gonna take all the sound out of the crocheting part because, like I said, I'm watching a video myself, and ads keep popping up which reveals where I live, which is really annoying. But I'm going to put some like cozy music over the top, I think. Probably airing on the side of Christmassy. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Help the channel a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.